Why is your neck and upper back always tight, even though you performed every stretch and exercise recommended to you? Being a massage therapist and posture specialist, I've seen this hundreds of times, and it always boils down to one simple thing. And it's not to massage your upper back. You are not addressing the levers in the body. And to easily understand what I'm talking about, I'll explain it using this simple prop. So what you see here is a prop, and what we're trying to do is essentially get to this position. But this is not where you're at. So for you right now, this is where you're at, where you have knots on one side of the body, resulting in tightness in the upper back in the other side of the body. So this is your head, this is the front, and this is the back, obviously. So what are you feeling, obviously, right? It's this muscle tightness. It's the muscle getting stretched out to its limit, about to rip from the attachment points, right? That's what you're feeling. And this is the whole point of the exercises as well. Exercises are designed to shorten the muscle. So what they're trying to do is shorten the side in order to bring this back to center and hopefully lengthen the other side as well. So why isn't it working? Well, it's obviously because of the knot. You see, all muscles have an equal and opposite muscle that opposes it. And the reason why your upper back and neck muscles are always weak and always lengthened is because its opposite muscles are always shortened and tight and locked in that position, which means you can strengthen this muscle as much as you want. But because you're using these other muscles every single day, the neck, the chest, even the stomach, the core, that means that these muscles are going to have a lot more knots and tightness in them, resulting in that pulling forward, that bad posture, and then the tightness in the back. So having this new information, right, knowing there's a knot somewhere in the body, in the front of the body, what would you do first now in order to get rid of the tension? You would loosen the knots first. And the best way to do this is with trigger point therapy and myofascial release. Now, using trigger point therapy and myofascial techniques, we can target the front of the body, the muscles that we use every single day in order to start getting rid of that tension. Now, some of the muscles you want to target is going to be the SCM, this giant rope-like muscle on the side of the neck. We want to target the pec major and minor, and maybe even the core muscles, considering that I can almost guarantee you never had them massaged. So with that said, in order to begin massaging these muscles out, simply start off by just warming up the tissues for 30 seconds to a minute. If you're working on the SCM, simply grab onto it and pull it away, and then move all the way up. If you're working on the pec major, then simply use a foam roller in order to go back and forth and side to side. Or if you're working on the core, go ahead and use something like a Pilates ball and just lay on it face down and take big, deep breaths into it in order to start working on it. Now, as you're warming up these muscles, go ahead and look for the most tender spots as you are doing these techniques. Because the next thing you can do is a simple static pressure technique. All we're doing is just either holding static pressure on the most tender spots, using your hands for the neck, a foam roller for the chest, or again, the Pilates ball for the core. And you're doing this for about 60 seconds while taking in big, deep breaths. The idea here is that you need to hold static pressure long enough for the tissues to actually respond to it. And this could take anywhere from about 30 seconds up to 2 minutes. But for this one right now, go ahead and do this for only a minute on each side. And once you're done performing the static pressure technique, we can then move into what's called micro movement, which essentially is just massaging that one tender spot. But now we're just actually trying to work on it on a tiny little area. So for the SCM, I'm just going to grab it, find that tender spot, and then just simply pull it and massage it in that one area. I'm going up and down and side to side, back and forth, and even like a little rotation. When it comes to the pec major, I'm going to simply just go on the tender spots with my foam roller or even a 5-inch ball and just go back and forth and side to side in order to release that. And then from the core, again, I'm just kind of using my body to just do some pressure on the ball And again, I'm going back and forth and side to side, staying in that one tender spot. For this technique, do this one for about 30 seconds up to a minute. And now we can get into the pin and stretch. The pin and stretch is the best technique here in order to not only loosen the trigger point, but also stretch the muscle out. To get started, simply pin down the most tender spot that you found. And then from here, you're going to be taking your limbs, the muscles, through its full ranges of motion, essentially stretching it out, hence the pin and stretch. So for the neck muscles, I'm going to grab the muscle here, pin it down, and then I'm going to rotate my head to the other way and even the same way in order to start moving it. Because what's happening here essentially is one of those little Indian burns where you're grabbing the superficial tissues and then you're moving it underneath in order to help the tissues slide on top of each other. Same thing here for the pec major, pin it down, and then take that arm through its full range of motion in order to move the tissues underneath. Now, for the core specifically, it's kind of hard to do it for this one. There's not really much you can do. It's easier to do it with the therapist. So you can feel free to skip the core. So with all that said and done, going back to our demo, right, we just loosened this knot and now we have the tissues that are ready to get stretched out. So your next step here is to not only stretch these tissues out, but now you follow it up with strength training in order to counterbalance this and keep it in the center position. But again, none of this can happen if you don't work on these trigger points first, if you don't loosen the other side of the body using something like trigger point therapy, myofascial work, or even just regular massage, right? Get the massage done in the front of the body, not the back, and you'll feel a difference. So you just learn how to release the different muscles that creates tension in your upper back and neck. But there's other areas in the body that can also create shoulder tension, that pain in the back of the shoulder, maybe some headaches, or even problems in the elbow and the hand. So if you want to learn where the 5 most common tight spots are that not only creates compression on your nerves and blood vessels, but also tension in the rest of the body, then make sure to go and download my free test where you'll not only go through different tests to see if these compression spots are the ones creating your pain, but you're also going to learn how to do the pin and stretch technique for each one specifically with a lot more detail. Now, if you want to check out those tests for free, then the link for that is in the description below, or it's going to be in the pinned comments. Or if you're just not ready to go and download those free tests and you'd rather go test out some stretches and exercises now, and make sure to watch the video popping up. I'll see you over there.